Rondo, I finna slam dunk. Get big on you fake pumps. That pump ain't no fake pump. Bitch fell for the pump fake. Got him talking like first take. Get it right on the first take. Hit the hole in the first.
Mic check, mic check. All right. Another episode of Sit Down with Slim, man. We got a special guest in the building. What's going on, Quad?
What's up, bro?
AKA Preach, my bad.
Big Preach.
Bruh, I know you answered me this question already, but I got to ask you on this show, why the name change?
Big Preach, man. It's just, everybody out there that know me, they already know, you know. Like, I just feel like, I feel like it was time, you know, to just elevate. I felt like as far as action and appearance, I had already elevated and, you know, just stepped my game up as far as just credit score, finances, investments, becoming a father, engagement, you know, just all across the board. I was just moving all the way like a man. So just calling myself Young Quad was kind of like counterproductive. Mm-hmm. I just feel like your name kind of impactful for your name is like a representation is for who you is, and your name might stretch to places that you ain't never even been, or before they able to put a actual image of who you is, they gonna hear your name. And I just feel like Preach just it just got a certain kind of status to it, man. Like, yeah, that boy that about his business. You know what I'm saying? When
I ain't gonna lie, that shit fits you though.
Yeah, when I hear from him, I know I'm gonna learn something. You feel me? Like,
yeah.
That's why I feel like it representing people who know me know that when we have a conversation, you're gonna be able to take something with you that's gonna help you in life. You know what I'm saying?
What made you take a break from the music?
Just life, man. It be a lot of different things that you go through sometime. Just you know, I had a son, then you know, just battling with different life aspects such as losing my brother and stuff, and then, you know, just balancing out the life aspects. You know what I'm saying? Like, mm-hmm. I take life serious, and a lot of stuff that in life you gotta have life in order. Sometimes you spread yourself thin trying to keep up with a pace or a precedence or an image of what people may perceive of you, but you got to make sure you're handling business. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to make sure everything else in line. If everything else ain't in line, just like I was telling you the other day when we was talking, like, you could be physically tired, but being mentally tired is a whole different thing. So you gotta make sure that your mind and everything in order first. So really, I just had to step back for a second, you know, actually see who was with me. Because sometimes when the lights on and you just winning, you gotta.
Everybody beat up, parlaying, feeling good.
Yeah, you know, you got a lot of people around, you know what I'm saying? So sometimes you just got to step back, peek the scene, peek the move. Now you can see who with you. And now it's time to, you know what I'm saying, really step up, you know. Cause I'm a type of nigga, bro, like, I play broke just to see what was people's reaction. Like,
I be doing that shit too.
Yeah, or I leave some money, like, I purposely put somebody in the back seat with me and just leave 20 or some change or just something in the back seat just to see if it's gonna still be there. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it take those kind of situations, because I don't look at life. Anybody around me, you know, they'll tell you, like, I ain't no fly by night type nigga. So I understand when it come to life, when you make decisions, you gotta think 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road. Like, even if your life don't take you 5 years down the road or 10 years down the road, anything I do today is gonna matter 5 years from now, 10 years from now. Like, when I make music, I want to make a song that people can still listen to 5, 10 years from now. When I have a relationship, I want to give you something today that you can take with you 5, 10 years from now. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I feel like when you do those kind of things, you can live forever. Like, I got friends, you know, I might put them on about credit. No matter what happened in life, that's something you taking with you. When you 30, 35, 40 years old, you might go buy you a house. You know what I'm saying? I played parts in that in some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? I was an impact in your life and taught you elevation to be able to do what was needed to be done for that, you know what I'm saying, to be possible. Just anything, man, like just everything across the board. Like, I just want to be able to just be impactful for things that happen 5-10 years down the road, you know what I'm saying? Not something that just not the day, not tomorrow, or you know what I'm saying? The day and tomorrow do matter, but at the same time you gotta see the future. Yeah. So yeah.
See, I asked him one question. He started preaching already.
Yeah, I got to put it out there for people to really get me. I really ain't even know we were rolling, man. You had to came over here, sat down. I ain't get time.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm prepared.
But yeah, you got to be prepared, man.
I'm prepared, dog. Yeah, those of you that don't know Quad, dog, the same traits and attributes that we praise Nipsey Hussle for, Quad definitely got them same traits, man. I think I done been around Quad every day this week, and I like, you know what? Yeah, I see that in them. Especially how you treat your lady. I was like, that's the same thing with Nip, dog. That,
man. Yeah, man. She special, man. You know what I'm saying? Like it be a lot of, we live our life, man, and relationships gonna have their ups and downs, but she's somebody that we go through what we go through and we get through it. Like every day might not be the best day. And some days, you know what I'm saying, it be bad, but we get through it. I know I got somebody that's going to fight with me. You know what I'm saying? We're going to get through it. And I think that's really important for relationships. Like sometimes, coming from where we come from and the lifestyle that we live, a lot of people feel like if shit go left, you ain't going to be here tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So to have that security and that confidence that you're going to have somebody that rock out with you, like no matter if it go, you know what I'm saying, no matter which way it go, you're going to be there. Like that really be important. And I think that kind of be that push to kind of, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I test people. Like it done been times I done tested her, you know what I'm saying? And she prevailed through those tests. So like when it come to whatever, whenever, you know what I'm saying? Like I always put my best foot forward to make sure whatever need to be done, you know what I'm saying, to reach our happiness, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm all for that.
You always wanted to be married with kids, even when you was young?
That was always a life goal. No cap. Like that was always a life goal. Like, money was important, man. Like I always wanted some money, man. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna get some money because it's there for me to get, but I never wanted money to define me. That's why people who around me might know what's going on, but I never try to present an image like this nigga got $100,000 or $50,000 or $250,000 or whatever. Like I never try to pertain an image because when it's all said and done, I don't want to be remembered for that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people that, me personally, you know what I'm saying, I feel like a lot of people kind of be I ain't gonna even call it necessarily insecure about themselves, but I feel like in today's world, like that's the image of people. Like people hide behind money. Like you don't really necessarily know who a person is all the time because when you have a conversation, there's always money this, money that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like who are you? You know what I'm saying? Money is what you know what I'm saying, is what you obtain, but like who are you as a person? You know what I'm saying? Like,
so what would you say defines a man?
What defines a man? As far as being a man, like what's your morals? What do you believe in? Do you stand on what you believe in? Do you take care of your people? Do you sacrifice for your people? Because like sacrificing is necessary. You know what I'm saying? Like it's one thing to have and give, but the sacrifice to be able to give, like I think that hold more weight than actually having and giving. You know what I'm saying? Like say I got $10,000 and you need 500. You know what I'm saying? It don't. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say it don't hold no value now because I'm still giving you $500, but for a person who only got $500 and they still giving this person $500 because they loan the bills and this my last, but I still want to see you be able to do that or do this. Like I think that kind of is like a different aspect of a person's heart. You know what I'm saying? Like it and just like I was saying on the podcast with Maine the other day, like when I'm dealing with people, man, I look for character more than anything. Like I don't really look at things of this world because things of this world, like it don't really hold no true value to me. You know what I'm saying? It may cost as far as financially, but it don't really hold no true value with me. Like the character of a person, like that mean a lot. But just back to your question as far as what makes a man though, like do he take care of his people? Does he stick to his words? what does he believe in? Is he true to what he believe in? Does he speak his mind? And at the same time, with speaking your mind, do you know when to speak your mind? Because everybody think that a man is just all strength. I learned in life that a man also has to know when to be weak. You got to know when to be weak and when to be strong, because like,
and when to put yourself out there to be vulnerable.
Yeah, and all those things matter. Like, even as far as a parent, as a companion, as a friend, you know, it's certain situations sometimes, like, you can't always be harsh 24/7, because, you know what I'm saying, like, and that come with being a leader as well.
Yeah,
you know, like,
a strong leader knows how to follow.
Yeah, and on top of following, like, you look at LeBron, for example. The best leader that I would say the league has ever seen, you know,
for sure,
as far as how he conducts his team. And then a true leader knows how to make people feel like they're more than less. You know what I'm saying? Like, a leader might make a person with nothing feel like they worth the world just by being affiliated with that person, or just by the lessons and everything he instills into that person. You know what I'm saying? Because like, it's only a few leaders in the world, and you got a whole bunch of followers. When you think about followers in the aspect, you know, they're followers, you know, but not saying that's a bad thing, but everybody just can't lead. But
do you consider yourself a leader?
Me personally, I don't believe I'm a follower. You know what I'm saying? People have defined me as a leader, but I don't believe I'm a follower at all. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to certain roles, I feel like life picks and chooses those things. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't think you could just wake up and call yourself a leader. I feel people around you will let you know if you're a leader. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you don't think sometimes people just born into leadership?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I talked about that in my last episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you're born with those qualities. Like, okay. It's now, life can shape you. Well, you already have to have, like, the ground and the foundation, and then life scolds you and shapes you into the bona fide leader, or you know what I'm saying, the undeniable leader. But I feel like friends would define you as a leader, because when y'all going out, everybody want to know, everybody want to do what you want to do, or everybody want to know what you think about this, or everybody, you know what I'm saying, nobody cares about what, you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So it's, I had like,
a chick when I was young, she used to tell me, like, she used to get mad every time girls came up and tried to speak to me, and she used to be like, that's just because girls know who the head of the pack is, and they always want to take the head out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, life, like, you can't just wake up and call yourself these things. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. You can manifest things, and you can, you know what I'm saying? But with certain titles, like, the people will know. And I think that's what separates stars and stuff like that, because it's a it factor. You just have it. You can't just say I'm it. People would just gravitate to you. Like, if I go somewhere and I'm like, you know what I'm saying, like, humbly speaking, if I go somewhere, like, people are gonna automatically notice me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna do anything clout chasing or messy or anything to draw attention. You know what I'm saying? It's just a natural, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, like, even when I got out social media, it took like 6-7 months. I was like, you know, sometimes I just be like, man, I just need to get away. I got off social media for 6-7 months, and people was looking for me, like, Qual, where you at? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I remember,
like, we need you.
You talked to me about it before you did it when we was at Main Studio, and I told you, I was like, I don't think that's a good idea,
Qual. Man, but, you know, sometimes I just, not even gonna lie, sometimes, like, I'm so selfless that sometimes I have to be selfish. Yeah. Like, because I always put everybody before me, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes that can get draining, but as a leader, you have to understand this is your calling. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to find a balance in those things, man. And just like I was telling you the other day about Libras, like we just bring balance to so many things, but at the same time, we have to maintain balance in ourselves. And sometimes it's a hard ground, you feel me? Because you might have compromising situation where you want to make this party happy, you want to make this party happy, and it's a lose-lose situation. That's why, like, Brandy be on me. She be, boy, you love you some damn ghosts. You love you some ghosts. It's
from Power.
From Power, yeah, man. But
bro, I just finished Power book 2 today.
Yeah, like I'm binge watching it again. You know, they done killed him and shit. So it's like I just be needing to feel like he alive still, so I have to go back and watch it. But
oh, you fuck with Ghost?
Cause like I relate to him in so many ways. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody would be saying what he could have did X, Y, and Z, but being the leader, the person that everybody depends on, and it's always been that way. You're not a selfish person. If you were selfish, yeah, you could have just woke up and did this. But being how he is, like, I want to save my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You ever had a friend like you want to save them, and sometimes you want to save them, and they so stuck in what they doing, it's kind of bringing you down with them.
That's my life story.
But you trying to save that person, so it's kind of that situation with Tommy. Like, I'm trying to get you out of this, man. You see the feds on us, XYZ. I can't leave you because you always depending on me to be the man. If I leave you out here, this is what's gonna happen to you, and that's gonna be on my conscience forever. So I gotta figure out how I can save you. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just.
Oh, I know what you mean. Like, when you got friends, sometimes you the brains and they the bronze, and like,
yeah,
you trying to coach them. Like, bro, it ain't always about physical. Sometimes it's about mental.
Yeah, and it sometimes it's a catch-22 situation. Like, if I do this, it's a lose. But if I do this, if I lose. But I feel better losing doing it this way than losing doing it that way. Mm-hmm. And you just have to find a balance in those things. And, you know, and like, even as far as with kids or just everything across the board, like, not saying that it was right for what, you know, certain situations that, you know what I'm saying, certain situations that he did, but he always tried to do what was right at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Like, all people are apart, not going into who was right, who was wrong. But when you put yourself into perspective of looking how he was conducting himself, he was trying to do what was right for everybody to win. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's kind of like Marxism, and I know people shoot Marxism down, but it's like you're trying to do what's best for the greater good.
Yeah, for the greater good. Yeah, and it's like there will be casualties and feelings hurt along the way, but in the overall aspect, we're all winning. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, it's what makes sense. So when it come to him, man, I really just understand this situation. Like, even as far as Angela, like, you can't have my best friend, but you're getting what you want in Lobos. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. You can't have my best friend, but at the same time, this is who you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah,
so
connect, get him.
This what you wanted the whole time. Like, this was the basis of your investigation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you getting him, but you can't have my best friend. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm saving him. It's just, like I said, like, when you've been a leader, you're gonna come with those kind of compromising situations that you gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, the duty calls, and it's like,
you seen the new season?
Yeah, I seen it for sure.
I ain't gonna lie, like, I kind of relate to Tyreek in a couple ways also.
Yeah, I'm like, last in Power, like, he was terrible. I couldn't stand him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now it's a new story. It's a new storyline. You know what I'm saying? But I still, you know what I'm saying? I still wouldn't. It's crazy, man. I understand Kanan. I understand to an aspect of Kanan killing Sean as far as it being a fictional TV show. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really understand Tariq killing his dad. You know what I'm saying? Like, because
it's a spoiled brat mentality that you don't get.
Yeah. Like, and it's like, when you look at the power of Mott, you look at the power of Mott. He just walked in there and was like, all right, Tasha, you free to go. That's the power Ghost would have had. And he was trying to explain to them. Every time he kept trying to come to them with the plans of this is what it's going to be and it's going to be righteous for us. We're going to be great. Everybody else always shot it down, even though he knew the vision of what was going to be. You know what I'm saying? So, but being a leader, you got to step into those things and just do it anyway. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to that aspect, man, I feel like that's who he was going to be. He was going to have that same power as the Mott dude. You know what I'm saying? And when he was telling Tariq to just turn himself in, it was going to be some disciplining for all the crazy stuff he had been doing that he had continuously saved him from countless amount of times.
But you don't think that idea was crazy?
What, as far as him turning himself in?
Yeah.
He kept telling him, when you turn yourself in, I'm going to get you out.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull some strings to get you out.
Yeah.
Just like how Tasha was on trial for killing him, and the Mott dude just went in there and was like, we're going to let her go. Don't even worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
How he just had power to just push the buttons. All right, get this case dropped, make it a RICO charge. Then he said, all right, drop this RICO charge. We're going to put it on timing. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That's what kind of power Ghost would have had. So if he just would have did it, like...
Oh, I can tell, too. You mad Ghost gone.
Nah, I mean, I ain't necessarily saying that, man, but it's just like that was your daddy. He always had your back through it all, and I think now he's seen that because he's stepping into these roles of who his dad was, and he's having to make these difficult decisions in life, and sometimes, like, it takes that. Sometimes you place judgment on people without being in the actual situation to actually understand.
It's funny you say that because when I was watching it earlier, I think now he's starting to realize. I think it was an episode on the new one called Monster, and they was like, you know, it was a book. Oh, they was talking about Frankenstein, and they was like, what's the racial objective in Frankenstein or whatever, the underlining meaning.
Yeah, it was
and
like
he was trying to figure out, was he a monster?
Yeah.
Then he went to his dad's grave when he met his mom and was like, okay, you wasn't a monster. You was doing what you had to do, and I get it now. So it's like he's starting to understand that Ghost wasn't that person that he thought he was when he was alive.
Yeah, and it's all about perspective. If you got 30 negative people around you fueling with negativity, you got Kanan in your ear, you got Tommy in your ear, you got your mama in your ear. It's all negative. You don't have nobody in here feeding you anything positive. So it kind of creates a bias towards that person. It's just like you might hear somebody, female in the street or a dude in the street, you know what I'm saying? Not saying that you don't take advice of what might be said, but at the same time, when you hear these things, it kind of soaks in your mind already. So when you meet the person, and they do anything similar to what you've heard, it automatically goes into your head that, all right, this what they is. I got to handle them according to this. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it just create a bias towards those kind of situations, like in my perspective.
I know exactly what you mean. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of hesitant to watch Power. That's why I ain't started watching it till like 4-5 days ago. Yeah, and man. I got into it because Maine told me, he was like, man, you can watch it. He said, I ain't gonna sit and tell you it's good, but it ain't bad.
You talking about the second book?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. You know, it's different, you know, without the main characters that we came in without, you know what I'm saying? Like, but outside of Tommy, it's a lot of characters I missed though, man. I liked the Kanan. You know what I'm saying? I understood Kanan. All he wanted was his organization back. You know what I'm saying?
I like the kid that played Bobby Brown though.
Yeah. Kane.
He formed
Kane,
he formed my favorite character right now.
Yeah, I like it. Roller, Julio. You know?
I gotta ask you though, because I posted this on Facebook today. Who acting is worse, Lala or Mary J?
I like Mary J, man.
Man, why everybody saying that? You think Mary J can act for real?
I ain't saying she the best actor, but I don't feel like it's bad acting.
For real?
I don't feel like it's terrible.
I think it's
but I seen people say it was bad. But
a lot of people say Tasha acting bad too, but I think it's all right.
I think it's all perspective. As far as saying that she was a bad actor, what was some of the things that you feel like was bad acting?
I think it was like most of the scenes was real stiff and real like coerced. So like she'll be standing there, she'll be talking to Tyreek, and it's just like real stiff, like
So
no
body
emotions.
language.
Yeah, like no emotions involved in it, and like it's not even the fact that I couldn't get over that's Mary J, because I think Method Man did real good.
Yeah, he did good.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I think the thing is, like DMX on the would you call DMX a bad actor?
DMX started out playing himself, so he got better at playing himself.
That's what I'm saying. So I feel like Mary J. Blige is playing herself. You feel me?
See, I don't think so though.
Like, I don't know. Like, just in a lot of aspects, I feel like she's being who she is.
Okay.
I feel like
I know what you're saying though.
I feel like she hasn't had a long enough track record to end up getting better. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing I've seen Mary J. Blige in is this and Prison Song.
Yeah.
Like, and she didn't really have a lot of acting to do in Prison Song. She was just his mama, and you know, she had a little scene here and there and XYZ, you know. But as far as DMX on Belly, people love DMX on Belly, but he wasn't really acting. Like, that's who he is in real life. Same thing with Nas. Like, he wasn't really acting as Buns. Like, that's his whole
Nas
personality.
had some corny ass lines in Belly.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but that was his personality.
Hey, yo, mommy, let's go to Africa.
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But so as far as like the acting aspect, you know, like I don't know. We'll see how it go down the line. Like, I see everybody clowning about Zeke. I feel like, me personally, like it kind of takes some talent to be a slow person.
Yeah.
Like, he's trying to fit the personality of somebody who's slow. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like, I don't feel like
I
it's
ain't even think
different.
about it as that till you just said that. Just
I don't feel like it's no different from Waldo on Family Matters or Junior on My Wife and Kids. Or,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Junior Wayne's, ain't he? That's one of the Wayne's kids.
I've heard so, but I don't know.
I ain't never looked into it.
Yeah, I ain't looking into it. I know it was another dude on the Let's Be Cops or something like that might have been Wayne's.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. Enough power, man. I'll tell these folks what's going on with me, man.
Nah, you wanted to get these folks a power review. I said, damn, Quiet want to get these folks a power review.
Yeah, man. Y'all check that Vibes On video yet, man?
Yeah, check the Vibes On video, bro.
Yeah,
we got a documentary coming out too. Sooner or later, we working on it right now.
Yeah, man. I'm working on a book too, man. I might read y'all some of that tonight if we have a little time.
What's the book about?
It's really like urban, man. It's kind of like bits and pieces of my life. You feel me? But I didn't want to write an autobiography yet. I wanted to just get my feet wet with a book. It's pretty decent though, man. It start off like the last day of high school, and they pretty much going into summertime. They play sports. You know, it's basically everything that a high school student would experience, like coming up on.
Mm-hmm.
You playing sports. They went to a private school that wasn't zoned for their school. They end up getting college offers to the schools that they wanted to go to. Two best friends. They end up going to the school. They end up going to the high school that they zoned for. You know, they end up leaving school early. You know, just excited about, you know, getting the college offers and stuff. So they end up taking the letters to the school that they zoned for. You know, just showing them out to, you know, everybody in the area. When they showing it out to everybody in the area, some kids from a rival neighborhood, you know, they see it, they get the hate, you know, they ain't really happy for them. You know, kind of the same stuff that pretty much go on at all other schools. They end up getting into it. They go to the but it wasn't anything physical. They just was talking junk. They end up going
don't
to
get too much of the book away though.
Yeah, they end up going to the basketball court playing basketball. Summertime come around, they end up having a hoop they cook at. I mean the hood they cook at, and then, you know, they end up killing one of them cousins, and you know it get deep, man. It gent good though. It gent good though for sure.
But yeah, book coming out. What else you got coming out? I know you got a project coming because you got the Vibes On out already.
Yeah, man. I'm working on a tape, man. I got I got Will Law working on me some artwork. I think I'm gonna call it unfinished business, man, cause I kind of dropped Mud Talk, had the city going crazy. 50 plus people at all my shows. They got on all the shirts and stuff, repping. We going hard, and I kind of just had kind of faded back and kind of, but I think unfinished business was a perfect name for it because, it's self-explanatory. I had unfinished business down.
Can we talk about the clothing line a little bit?
Godspeed, man.
Yeah. How'd you come up with that, and where's it at right now?
Godspeed. Governing our destiny, seeking potential, selling the everlasting determination.
Oh, it's an acronym. I didn't know that.
It's an acronym. It's everything. It's an acronym. Then Godspeed, by definition, is wishing somebody well on the journey.
Mm-hmm.
And then, it's just several different meanings. Like I was telling you the other day, a lot of people do things and they brand things, and you might brand it based on the neighborhood, and when you brand it based on that neighborhood, it's like you cut off a whole section of people and you make
you box yourself in.
Yeah, so I feel like Godspeed was something universal, something that could easily be global because it was relatable by so many people. You know what I'm saying? You could be wishing somebody well on the journey for that mama that got a child and the baby daddy not around anymore, and she trying to finish school. She on the journey to achieve greater heights. The boy who 15, 16 years old, I was just friends around him join gangs. He trying to take a different route and still excel in life, whether he might be playing basketball or just and actually I want to think bigger than basketball and sports. I think a lot of times in the black community we tend to go forward into things such as playing baskall nowadays, making music, sports, things like that matter. Like I also want to expand the minds of the youth and just push them into thinking more broader into just different avenues as far as reaching success, whether it be learning how to day trade. That's a possible stream of income. Picking up trades, real estate. I'm writing a book right now. That's one of my main drivers to make me finalize the book, because it's hard to kind of imagine or see things that never been done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I talked about that today. About basically doing jobs that people don't find what's the word, lucrative.
Yeah.
So it's like, as a creative, it's like people is like, oh, you mess with cameras, or oh, you got a podcast, oh, you ain't got no money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And,
so it's kind of discouraging.
And it's crazy because those things are very lucrative.
Yeah.
And when you think about it, I don't know if it'll be defined as a podcast. I mean, I guess it's a radio show, but in so many aspects, like the Breakfast Club is similar to.
It's quote unquote a podcast.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and those people, you know what I'm saying?
Charlamagne just signed like a multi-million-dollar deal.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Them people well off, and at the same time, you gotta understand money is a tool. You use the tool to accumulate more money, more wealth. Podcasts can create a platform to do more things, such as make a clothing line. You got to start looking at yourself as a business. Like, whatever you do, you are your brand. And once you brand yourself, whatever you want to do, like, it'll be easy to do. As far as me, I'm gonna use me for example. With Preach, it was easy for me to transition and name myself Preach because I've already branded myself in the aspect of being that person, you know. So, and then Godspeed, it was easy to brand that in that aspect because people see and they look at it and they see the journey, the obstacles, and the things that I overcame, and stayed steady on that process of where I'm going. You know what I'm saying?
When did you start that clothing line though?
Originally, man, originally we was working on Mudway with my with a couple of my homies, and we wanted to just get the image out there to the world. And I felt like a way to get the image out there was to create the following for people to be able to follow behind. As far as I felt like shirts was a way, because when you think about movements and things like that, like shirts was the first thing to that people had on. You know what I'm saying? When you think about No Limit Days or whatever, like people had shirts to, you know, to just for everybody to just see the movement. So as far as Godspeed, it was like, it wasn't initially to make profit. It was just to kind of create the image for the people to follow. You know what I'm saying? And then it just started awareness. Yeah, and then it just brought money in. You know what I'm saying? So like that's just how they end up blossoming into that, and then people just start wanting it. Like,
how'd you start making money off of that clothing line though? I always ask people that because I make shirts and I deal with people with clothing lines, and you know they be trying to ask me how to go about making more money with their clothing line, and I don't know because I don't do nothing but press them.
Branding yourself, not caring about the what ifs. Because anything you do in life, there's a chance you could lose. So you just got to do it. As far as making money, like, as far as making money, are you asking like, because I think people should know XYZ. If you pay $5 for a shirt, you want to charge at least 10 to, you know what I'm saying, to see a profit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, but I just feel like you just work, you just grind, you just get it out there. Like, you know, I don't really think like a hustle can necessarily be taught. Like, you either have it or you don't. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause I don't feel like the brand means something. If somebody if somebody was to ask me how to start something, I would say focus on branding. You want to brand first. The brand is what matters. And then once you brand it, you want to learn how to rebrand. And you want to evolve, and you want to keep getting better. You don't want to stay the same. You don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything changes and evolves over time as far as just anything with life. When you look at transportation, it went from horses to cars, and you know what I'm saying, like the cars elevated, and you know, you just get better and you just get better. You don't just stay the same. So I mean, I don't know, I don't really, that's kind of hard to just tell people how to, like, because like, how do you make money selling shirts? Like, you just sell the shirts. I mean, like, I don't know, man. Like, I don't really, like, you just grind, like, you just get it out there, get it going.
I don't think a lot of people understand that, because like when I first started selling merchandise for my podcast, I was selling a lot of merchandise and people didn't get it, and I was explaining it to them like, bro, sometimes like it ain't as easy as making a post like, I got this for sale. Yeah. You got to go out there and talk to people, network a little bit. And at the same time,
branding and having a passion. Stop doing stuff because you see somebody else made some money off of it. That's not the way life works. You gotta be in it because you want to do that. Don't rap because somebody rap, or don't write books because you seen somebody write books, and don't wash cars because you seen somebody else wash cars. If that's something you want to do, you find what you want to do. Then you find somebody who was great at it, and then you find a blueprint for it. You don't go find somebody who's great at something and say, "Oh, I want to do that," because it's not gonna work. You don't have the passion, because it's gonna take. It's gonna take sleepless nights.
For sure.
It's gonna take some. It's gonna take some people giving up on you, people not supporting you. It's gonna take failures. It's gonna take risk. It's gonna take a lot of different things And the passion is going to be the only thing that keeps you running.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you're motivated by other things, like, it's not really gonna work. Like, if you want clout, if you want to rap for clout, it's not gonna work, because when you make a song and it only get 10 likes and nobody sharing it or nobody paying attention, you're not gonna be able to keep doing it because you're chasing clout and you're not receiving the clout. But when you're doing it because you're passionate about it and it's something you truly and genuinely love to do, you're gonna do it regardless of who fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times, can we cuss?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like, you gonna do it regardless of who fuck with it. And I think a lot of times, like, the passion just don't be there for people. Like, people just do it because who gonna fuck with it, or because of this going on or that going on. I see this person winning, I see that person winning, and I just want to win, so I'm gonna do this or I'm gonna do that. Like, nah, man, you gotta find you a lane. And that's why I always used to tell people that about Augusta. Like, ain't nothing going on in Augusta. I like, man, this bitch is a gold mine. It's a gold mine because it's wide open. 5 years ago, nobody was selling shirts.
Mm-hmm.
So if you wanted to be the person selling the shirts, you could have easily been the person selling the shirts. Or if you wanted to be the person washing the cars, doing the mobile detailing, you could have easily been the person doing the mobile detailing.
It's not too late neither right now.
Yeah, it's not. Or if you wanted to do the podcast, you would have been the person doing the podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But you have to have that innovation and that passion to do what it is that you want to do. And I think, like, people got to spend time with themselves. A lot of people not spending time with themselves to know what it is that they want out of life, or to know what it is that they want to do. A lot of people, like, you can just ask a person who they is. Like, they might not even be able to answer that question because they might give you some material shit.
Yeah.
Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Like, when the lights go down, the camera's off, when you in the room by yourself.
Gonna be like, I got a Mustang and I make $50K a year.
Yeah, man. Like, when it's all said and done, if this coronavirus made the whole world crash and all the money and the currency of the world was to deplete, who are you? Like, who will you be? Will you still be able to function and manage through life and just be able to just be at peace? A lot of people need these kind of things to be at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like me, man, I just be chilling.
It's funny, we was talking about the podcast thing, and your lady asked me if I had any tips on podcasting, and I got a video I ain't put out yet, but I'm about to drop it real soon about 5 reasons why people shouldn't start podcasts.
Yeah.
And one of them I said was, if you don't have a passion for it, ain't no point of doing it, because starting out, you're not going to get what you think it's going to be.
Man, listen, man.
Because most folks think you're going to put it out and it's going to have 10,000 views. That's not what it is.
Long live my brother, man. He used to always tell me, don't be a microwave, baby.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't understand, like, when I the breakdown of microwave, baby, is wanting instant gratification as far as having to put something in the oven that's going to take a little longer to cook versus putting it in a microwave. Microwave is going to cook it a little quicker, but sometimes you might put the mashed potatoes in the microwave and it be popping like it's ready, and you take it out, it's still cold because it might not cook the right way. Like, it's a process that you got to go through for things, and a lot of people just want instant gratification for whatever it is. Like, people want to drop a mixtape today and be famous tomorrow.
Yeah,
or
for sure.
People want, like you said, people want to put out a podcast and automatically get $10,000 views. Or I don't know if it's social media that's doing it, or I don't know what. And that's why sometimes, like, I kind of that's why sometimes I kind of frown upon, like, social media, because I
like real.
And I understand everybody aren't leaders. Some people are followers, and it's like when they seeing it, like, even when you look at Twitter, like, they don't say you have 500 leaders, you got 500 followers, and it's like they following what you're posting. So people might see this happy relationship, they don't understand the ups and downs of that relationship. Or They might see you just bought a $200,000 house, $300,000 house. They don't understand how many Jordans you missed, or how many extra hours you worked to obtain that down payment for that house, or what kind of work you put in to get that. Or a lot of times people just get caught up in other people's life and wanting their life, not understanding like your life could possibly be better than their life. You know, it's not a such thing as a life that's better than yours, and you got to start being comfortable in your skin. Like,
you ever seen somebody post you and your lady and be like, goals?
Yeah, I done seen that too, man.
You thought that shit was weird?
I smile at it, you know what I'm saying? Because like, it's okay to be admired, you know what I'm saying, or inspire people, but I don't want to be mimicked, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've never wanted to be Jay and Beyonce, you know what I'm saying? I wanted us to be Quad and Brandy, you know what I'm saying? I wanted us to create our story to be the way it is, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't, like, I don't know, man. I think a lot of stuff be superficial nowadays, man. Like,
yeah.
Like, you scratch the surface a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. It be kind of crazy sometimes. But yeah, I mean, we do get that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I do want to motivate black love, black happiness, you know what I'm saying? And teach people that it is possible to have something with a person, you know what I'm saying? But I want them to have their own story. Like, don't copy this story, create your own story, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't be like, oh, well, Quad do this for her, or she do this for him. Like, y'all do what's best for y'all relationship, you know what I'm saying? Because what worked for us might not work for y'all, you know what I'm saying? What I like or how I move might not be how he move, and that's what's going on with the world. While we on that, let's, you know what I'm saying, let's talk. Jada might go buy a little baby a car. A little baby might buy some shit for Jada. Now girls looking for they nigga to be that type of nigga, and he don't even have that type of money, or you know what I'm saying? You put unrealistic expectations on people, you know what I'm saying? Like,
and you also miss out on love looking for that superficial shit. Yeah,
man. And you know, while we on that topic, I wanna talk to the world for a second and just try to get them to help me make sense. You know what I'm saying? Whenever this podcast drop, you know, y'all can comment on it, tag me, and help me understand. On average, let's just say a dude making $20 an hour. He's working a job that's decent in Augusta, you know what I'm saying? Let's just say this dude, we're gonna say he's 25. We're gonna say he's 25. He make $20 an hour, 40 hours a week. That's $800. You know what I'm saying? So you make $800 a week, and we gonna be lenient. We ain't gonna even take out taxes. You make $800 a week times.
Let's take out taxes. Let's put it at $600 a week.
All right, so we're gonna do $600 a week times 52 weeks. So you got 600 times 52. That's $31,200. I be good with numbers. If y'all can y'all can go behind me and tell me if I'm wrong, but I'm guesstimating that's like 31. It's like 31,000 and $31,200. Right. But we gonna go into bills. Rent on average $1,000. Light bills, we just gonna say $200. Water bill $50. That's $1,250. We just say $1,250 times 12. That's 24, 26. What I say? $1,250 times 12. What numbers that is? $1,250 times 12. That's $1,250 times 12. 2. That's $15,000. That's half of the money going already on bills, and we not even talking about. We ain't even went to car note. You got another. We gonna say on average $350 for car note, $250 for car insurance. That's $600. 600 times 12. You got 600 times 12 in a year. So that's 6,000. That's 72. So that's That put you at $22,000 already. I got $9,500 left. And that's in a year. $9,500. And that's just car note, lights, all that stuff. That give me $9,500. We're gonna take off about $2,000 on that because you done spent $2,000 a year on food, taking you out to eat. You want to eat $100 restaurants, and we been lenient. So that
it really probably about $4.
Yeah, but we gonna give you
some weed and some alcohol too.
And we gonna give you another. Then you want material stuff. You got holidays. You want your nails did. You want trips, etc. And you want him to pay for all that. That man in the red. He's in the red. Make it make sense to me. Make it make sense. How is it even possible for him to be able to achieve and get the greater heights in life if he's in the red? He doesn't even have money to even invest in whatever it is he might want to do to create a second income. And you're not willing to stay down with him to get him to the aspects that he want to be to because you so caught into what you seeing somebody who already rich doing for his woman. Not knowing that she stayed down with him till he got to the point where he could buy those finer things. But so like in a relationship, you really can't be selfish either, man. You gotta think. You gotta think about that other person. You can't just be selfish. Like you keeping all your money to yourself, doing whatever you want to do. That's another reason why niggas be rejecting relationships. Cause I know I got shit going on and I'm trying to get somewhere in life and I ain't where I need to be. And I know being in this relationship not gonna help me get there because all you want to do is spend. I can't stack or save none of my money. Most, like on the average, I ain't talking about hustlers and scammers and dope sellers and niggas that get money out of in a different tax bracket. We just talking about the average nigga. You shitting on him because he not in that tax bracket that you want him to be in. And you want to call him broke. Really, he ain't even broke.
He ain't broke at all, actually.
But you want some broke shit because you the one asking him for shit. He ain't asking you for nothing. He goddamn, you know what I'm saying? He going to work paying his bills. But it's like, you got to make it make sense, man. The average person making $30,000 to $40,000 a year and just on bills. You know, because you got the female, I ain't going 50-50 with no nigga. You going to pay all the bills, XYZ. All right, so if a nigga.
You been seeing that shit on social media?
Yeah, man, that shit be crazy. Yeah. So if a nigga paying all the bills, all right, cool. That's a chunk out his pocket that's finna be gone. Then he got his own bills that he got to pay. We ain't gonna even talk about he might have a credit card or some loans or some school loans or just anything that's coming out of his pocket that he might be having to pay for.
He might got to take care of his mama's medical bills too.
Man, he might have. Oh, don't get started on the parents. That's her fault. That's her fault. She ain't got no man. That be the first thing they say. Like, yeah, that's her fault. Like, man, in a real dynasty, in a real kingdom, when the prince become the king of the dynasty, he take care of the mama too. That's his dynasty. He take care of everything in the dynasty. He take care of everything. And you so selfish, all you can think about is yourself.
Most women selfish like that though.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. But you know, y'all chime in, man, and just help me understand financially, how does that make sense as far as growth? When all you want to do is just spend money on shit that don't matter. You don't want them to give you $5,000 for a business to help you get more money. When goddamn Lil Baby said 6 figures in her business, I do real shit. Y'all ain't even hear that part. That shit went over y'all head. All y'all can hear about is damn G-Wagons and the liability shit. Y'all don't hear
so, bro,
about
how you feel about going half on the bills? How you feel about
it? Do what makes sense for y'all. Like, that's okay. At the end of the day, do what makes sense for y'all. Like, it don't make no sense for me to be making $12 an hour and you making $50 an hour or whatever the hell. You know what I'm saying? Because you got situations sometimes where girls make more money than the dudes. You know what I'm saying? But it don't make no sense for the dude to pay all the damn bills and be struggling and she just stacking her paper. what sense do it make? You know what I'm saying? Like, or and it don't make no sense for her. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense for you to have that much money and she be working minimum wage and you making her pay, you know what I'm saying, half on the bills. You know what I'm saying? Like, do it make sense for y'all?
Basically, what you're saying is you supposed to level each other up and elevate each other.
Yes. Do it make sense for y'all? Do it make sense for y'all? Because every relationship not gonna be the same. If he clean 50,000 or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't saying if a nigga make $30,000 a year and he paying all the bills, cool. But all right, what are you doing with your money if I'm paying for all the bills? What are you spending your money on? If I'm paying all the bills and I'm paying for when we going out to eat, you gonna pay for a trip?
I always ask old heads that, like, what they old ladies spend their money on if they been paying all the bills since 1947.
Man, listen, man, and people got to take into account. They always talk about what their granddaddy did. All right, y'all wanted equal rights to start working. When y'all started working, that shit caused the bills to go up because now it's not a 1-income house anymore. It's a 2-income house. So now I'm paying for the fact that you're working. The grandfather wasn't paying for the fact that she was working because they wasn't working. So it was like, it was affordable for him to pay all the bills because it was designed for him to pay all the bills. Now it's a 2-income household and the bills are higher based on your income, but you're not putting your income in the household because you're spending your money on whatever you're spending your money on. And I gotta kick up, you know what I'm saying? And it ain't no complaint towards that, but you gotta provide understanding to be realistic about life. You gotta do what makes sense. Like, and that's just all it is at the end of the day. Like, shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You got to do what makes sense, man. Like, and that's all it boils down to. At the end of the day.
That should make complete sense. Like, a lot of people have these superficial ideas in their head that everything is going to be Cinderella, and they're going to find them this man that makes $200,000, $300,000 a year that's going to take care of them and take them to Punta Cana every 2 months.
Yeah, that's their mindset. That's why they on IG nagging their ass did. Yeah, trying to run their followers up, trying to get saved. Yeah, by somebody, you know what I'm saying?
And ain't nobody gonna save them because don't no man want that.
Man, that shit be crazy.
Especially a man that make that much money.
Yeah, man, it be wild, man. You know, it just be certain stuff. You know, you just gotta look. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't bashing no female, like, but I'm just saying be realistic. Niggas gotta be realistic too. Like, niggas have faults, but like, I don't know, man. That's a conversation we're gonna save for another day. But just be realistic, man, and stop trying to make your person out of somebody that you've seen, because you don't really know what might be going on behind closed doors with that person. You know what I'm saying? Like, now you trying to, like, niggas ain't running around here like, damn, I wish she was Beyonce. Yeah. So stop trying to make your nigga Jay-Z, or nigga not trying to make his girl Jada. So stop trying to make your nigga Lil Baby. Like, love your nigga. Like, that's just all it boiled down to at the end of the day. And I ain't talking about my relationship. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about what I be seeing going on.
Good. He ain't gotta worry about that shit in his.
Yeah, like, you know, because we gotta understand it. Like, we do what makes sense for us. Like, that's just all it boiled down to. And she's a grinder. She's a hustler. She go gets her bag. You feel me? Like, she's an asset. She brings shit to the table. Like, I can't do nothing but respect and match her grind and her hustle and what she has going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta do what makes sense for your relationship, and that's all it is. Like, and I don't know, man. People just, you gotta understand who you dealing with, what you dealing with. That's just all that boiled down to.
All right, one last thing before we get off. I ain't gonna lie, you had a good ass topic that I was gonna steal, but I said, nah, let this nigga have his topic, dog.
What that, bro?
Bro, you had a topic. It was about if you get X amount of time, should your girl hold it down for you and wait for you to get out? I wanted to use that topic so many times, bro, but I said, man.
Yeah, man.
But it's the perfect time to get it now.
You could have used it. I ain't tripping. Man, me and my brother were having it out about that shit.
You told me too.
Damn, man. What was my standpoint on it?
I'm gonna tell you my standpoint first while you thinking about it.
Tell me so I can know how I want to come into it.
This is my standpoint. I'm gonna be completely honest, dog. If I had a lot of time for some shit I did, I'm not asking nobody to wait on me. Yeah. I'm just not, dog. And like, mainly because it's not realistic for a mammal to have to wait that long to have sex with somebody. You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny because like my nigga Grease was on live. And he had posted a post like, the post was like, if your old lady got X amount of time, would you wait? And he was like, you damn right. I said, stop playing Grease.
It all depends on, man. I feel like some people aren't in their lower self, so they able to sustain that time period without having sex. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But is it about loyalty though? Holding out for that person? Like, you don't think a person could just have sex with someone and still want to be with you and wait on you?
Some people have those kind of relationships though.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Jada and Will here, they got open relationships the way they don't really care about who they have sex with. You know what I'm saying? So it's like reason, record, circumstance. Because I feel like some people may be like, shit, go do what you want to do. When I come home, you mine. You know what I'm saying? We lock back in. I don't want to stay in a relationship with you and damage and fuck up what we got going on. You know what I'm saying? And some people feel entitled to, well, like, yeah, you should, you know what I'm saying, stay down with me, like, back to the power.
That's your shit, that power.
If Ghost was to go to jail for a long time, X anything out that went wrong in their relationship. Mm-hmm. Ghost wanted to do the clubs, Tasha wanted them to stay in the streets. If Ghost was to go to jail for a long time, 5 years, 10 years, I don't think that she should have stepped outside of their marriage and did anything. Like cutting all the bullshit aside, rewriting power. If he said fuck the club, I'm gonna stay in the streets, she want me to stay in the streets, I'm gonna keep trapping. If he would have went to jail, I don't feel she should have stepped outside of the marriage.
So a better example would be Mary J and her husband in the show. Because we don't know how their relationship was before he got his time.
I mean, I can't really speak on that. I'm speaking on Tasha and them situation because she wanted him to stay in the streets.
Oh, okay.
He was trying to get out of that shit.
I got you from that aspect.
So you owe me this. Because I was trying to get away from this shit and you keep telling me no, do this shit. So no, like, this is your, like, what I go through, you need to be going through that shit with me. I don't need to be going through this shit alone. Because when it was up, that's just like a homeboy. Like, we was in the streets grinding, trapping, and XYZ together. Like, I ain't saying you owe me the world, but like, don't forget about me while I'm down. Like, so it's like,
at least give a nigga $20 for some honey.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, in their relationship, if you reaping all the benefits from me living this life, and you can't just stay down with me while I'm gone.
What if it's life though? 25 to life.
If I ain't never coming home, like, go on with your life, because we can't, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't never coming back. Like, what we had is like no more, you know what I'm saying? You can still write a nigga. Or,
what if it's 20 then?
I don't know, man. That's why I say, like, a lot of situations I speak on. A lot of situations I speak on, it kind of come from experience. Like, I don't really like to give opinions a lot of times because opinions are subject to change. Like, it's all about a thought process and your level of maturity of a situation, and nothing gives you more maturity to a situation than actually experiencing it. But me just speaking, like, how I feel right now as of today, if I'm in the streets grinding and I'm trying to get out of the streets and you're telling me to stay in the streets and I go to jail, you should be ready to accept every consequence that comes with this, because you were telling me to accept every consequence that came with this. You know what I'm saying? So Like, when I think about you ever watch For Life?
Yeah.
She was wrong. Not only did she...
You don't think he was kind of tripping for thinking he could accept that?
Yeah, like, me personally, I know what I can and can't accept. I ain't even finna
Yeah.
sign myself up for that shit.
That's what I was thinking when I was watching it. I was like, bro, I'm not
yeah.
gonna get out even thinking like I'm gonna be okay with this. It don't
Yeah.
matter. I mean, even though I ain't never did no 100,000 years like he did, or 7-8 years that he did.
Like with that situation, man, he I think sometime, man, it be so crazy. Like, she went overboard. She could have picked anybody.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have picked the best man.
That's what it be, dog. It'd be like if your girl cheat on you, it's like, damn, she cheated on you.
It gotta be somebody close. It ain't never the damn. Like, damn, you can let it be the damn postman or the mailman or some shit.
It could have been LeBron.
Yeah, like, you tearing up everything. Like, that shit. Like, nah.
For the people listening, if you haven't seen For Life, make sure you watch For Life. That shit dope as hell. For real.
Yeah,
and it's based off a true story.
Definitely based off a true story. I hope that part was a fictional part though. I hope so too. I hope she ain't really sleep with his best friend though. You know what I'm saying? Cause
especially because she was acting like she was Ryan.
Yeah.
But I think the worst part about that show is the people that was Ryan with him that felt like he was guilty towards the end.
They all did him wrong though.
Yeah, they did him super wrong.
And that's another thing about life, man. Sometimes you gotta go through some. Sometimes you gotta go through some fucked up shit. Like sometimes God will put you in situations just to separate you from the devil, so He can bless you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he was up. You feel me? And the storm came, and everybody that was around reaping those benefits was removed from his life. You know what I'm saying?
One of his friends snitched on him too.
Yeah, but he would have never knew that those people was undeserving if the storm had never come. You know what I'm saying? So, viewers out there, like, sometimes when storms come in your life, you gotta appreciate those storms, because it's not in the times that you're up. It's in your lows that you.
It's a learning experience, then. What you saying?
Yeah. Like, you gotta stop looking at life as losses. You gotta start looking at it as lessons and blessings and, like, eye openers. You gotta you. I feel like a lot of people don't know shit because they ain't went through shit. Like, a lot of people are naive and vulnerable and gullible to stuff because they haven't experienced things. They just, you know. Yeah.
You think that's why you so wise, because of the things you've been through?
To a large extent, I feel like I'm advanced past light years as far as a way of thinking and a way of living and a way of understanding of life. I'm a constant seeker of information. Like, I've been on social media a lot lately because I've been promoting music. Mm-hmm. But in the past times, if you just check, like, you know, iPhone, you pull up your battery life and see how much time you done spent on social media, that shit used to be low as hell. Like, if I'm on social media, I'm posting. If you ain't seen me post shit, I ain't on social media. You got people that just be on social media all day just scrolling, reading people's shit.
I ain't gonna lie, though. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm a phone watcher. I can't help it. Like, if I'm standing behind you and I just so happen to turn my head, I automatically look at the phone, and quiet be on them stock apps.
Yeah, man. That's why I be like, a lot of times, like, I'm researching shit. Like, I'm looking at white people. I'm figuring out what they're talking about. I'm looking at their conversations. I'm buying their books. I'm reading into them. Or I'm looking at stock groups. I'm getting their list. I'm looking at a list of 10 to 20 companies. I'm cross-referencing 10 to 20 companies, what news is coming out with this company. If anybody out there looking at stocks or buying stocks, Sundial, SNDL is a stock. I'm looking at it right now. They got mergers coming through. They're working on decriminalization of weed stocks right now. It was sitting on the Senate floor when they was passing the bill. It just sat on the Senate floor. The Democrats in office now, so it probably has a higher chance of getting passed. If this merger goes through and those laws get passed, then you could possibly be looking at a good profits. I be thinking about that kind of stuff though when I be buying stocks. What the world gonna be in 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, 7 years, and
how you feeling about it? You optimistic about what the world gonna be? You got a son, so I know you got a hope for the best.
Definitely got a hope for the best, man. But the way the world going, man, I don't know. Sometimes I feel good about it. Sometimes I feel bad about it. Like right now in the world, like I see a lot of our people becoming entrepreneurs. You know what I'm saying? Like people are getting in the way of I have to go to college to be successful. They're getting out of that way of thinking. You know what
I was telling somebody today that there's a downside to that also though. The downside to that is that the fact that it's so easy to start a business nowadays, a lot of people are losing the traditional aspects of it, like the regular 9 to 5 of a business. People are getting away from that. Like I know places, I know people that's our age that own businesses, and I be trying to work with them, but they don't have traditional hours.
They don't have traditional
like
hours.
They be open 3 days a week.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know some companies like that, man.
Ain't that weird though?
Or they just pick and choose when they want to be open.
Yeah.
You know, but
matter of fact, the guy I go to, I'll talk about him because I don't know him. Yeah. The guy I go to in North Augusta, he owns a vinyl shop. He does graphic signs and he sells vinyl sheets for like T-shirts and stuff. Yeah. He takes a lunch break every day at different times. Yeah. So he don't be in the shop sometimes. He comes late in the morning. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like he don't run his business like a traditional business. He runs it like it's a side business.
And I think those aspects are kind of crazy sometimes too. Like people opening their business in the aspect of this is my business, so I'm gonna run it how I want to run it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's my guidelines. You know what I'm saying? So that can be kind
not
of
feeling like they work for the customer.
Yeah. I can't necessarily pass judgment on it, but I think it's something that can kind of be tweaked a little bit as far as, you know, because customer service is important in business, you know what I'm saying? And
one of the top things, if you ask me.
Yeah, you definitely gotta please the audience, you know, and that's with all aspects because that's where the money is ultimately gonna come from, the audience. So if the audience aren't pleased with the way that you conduct the business, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so
I definitely agree.
Yeah, man. How long we been chopping it?
Almost an hour and 15.
Yeah.
Oh, this ain't my longest podcast. My longest podcast probably about 3 hours and 45 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't rushing it, man. I mean, I'm chilling.
That's
man.
crazy though.
Yeah, man. I feel like I'm back, man. I kind of want to pop my shit, you know. And, really
I'm gonna tell you something off of you doing this podcast with me right now. That idea that you told me about you starting a podcast,
yeah,
you need to hurry up and pull that trigger on that. This podcast shit is for you, for sure.
Yeah, man. That's crazy, man. My mama used to always tell me that shit. Like, speak life into your kids, though, definitely, because whatever you tell them, whether they 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years old, however, it's gonna go with them through life.
You used to talk like this when you was young?
Yeah. Like, yeah.
That's crazy. When I was young, I was real shy, bro. I ain't never used to talk.
I was actually more outspoken as a child. Like, I got older and kind of got more like
reserved.
You know, yeah, but when I was in 2nd grade, man, the teacher used to call my mama like, he's a smart kid. He just thinks he know more than me. Or like,
you probably did.
Mom, I don't know, man. My mama just, she put so much life into us that I just felt like I could do anything in the world. Like, whatever I put my mind to, I felt like I could do it. And I tell people all the time, man, like if I start singing and somebody tell me I can't sing, like, she gave me the confidence to be like, she'll tell me something to the extent of like, baby, something wrong with their ears. You can sing, something just wrong with their ears. Like, she would like speak that kind of life into me, like, you can do whatever it is you want to do, and if anything ever, if you ever fall short, like, you know what I'm saying? So it just gave me a shoot for the star type energy, like, whatever I want to do, I can do. And she used to tell me, like, as a child, or like, Quad, you're gonna be a great speaker, or you need to go to school to be a lawyer. Cause I just always had a way with words. Like, I had a way to make people,
all right, teacher,
buy into what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? I actually had a full ride scholarship to be a teacher, man. Sometimes it be on my mind like, damn, I should have took that scholarship. But some of the things that happened and processed in my life probably would have never happened if I would have went that route. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like everything happens. You know what I'm saying? Like, even as far as the ASVAB test.
I could see you being a shirt and tie type nigga every day though. I could see that.
I like that vibe though, man. Like, I got a closet full of Jordans and shit like that, right? But most of the time, man, I feel better putting on some Stacey Adams or some dress shoes or something like that. Like,
people don't know that about me. I wear sweats every day, but I got a closet full of dress clothes.
Yeah,
too.
like, that shit feel better to me. Like, going to get my, like, once you go get your first suit tailored, you don't even want to wear no regular like dress pants no more. Like, everything got to be tailored. Everything got to be, you know what I'm saying, fitted just right. But I don't know, like, Jordans and shit be cool, man. But like, I'd rather put on some dress clothes and stuff like that though. Like, I just feel more, you know what I'm saying, more in my element, you know. But
bro, anybody ever told you that you probably was on this earth before?
Yeah, I've heard I had an old soul and everything.
What happened to your brother, and how did that affect how you are today?
As far as my brother that passed, he got killed, man. So, I think, man, I had to go find myself again. I had to cause like, we was, as far as us being brothers, man, like, it was just always us three and my mama. So, like, taking that out of the picture, out of the element, it was like, I don't have that crush no more. I don't have that. I still got my brother, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got each other to it's all, you know what I'm saying, till it's over. But me and Trey 15 months apart, you feel me? So but so it's not really that father element, you feel me? Like, by my daddy being in prison, Daryl kind of gave me like a father element, like morals, principles, values, how to move, how to talk, how to be slow to talk, quick to listen, you know what I'm saying? Just how to be a man in a lot of different aspects. But you never stop becoming a man. Well, not saying becoming a man. You never stop becoming a greater man. So I feel like things that happened in my life after his passing, I had to use knowledge that he gave me before he left to kind of steer me through those paths. You know what I'm saying? You know how, and that's why when I talk to Legend, I talk to him like, I try to cover all of those bases. Now, like, even as a child, like, I still tell him things that you would tell a 16-year-old son or a 10-year-old son, or because I want him to be able to soak in all those things. Like, and sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you feel like people aren't ready to grasp certain things because they haven't reached certain elements. You ever seen the movie Last Dragon? It was certain things he couldn't tell him. even when he reached the final master and became the master, he was looking for the master and realized that he was the master all along, but there was something that he had to find out on his own. So I was still looking for him to teach me things and show me things, but he had gave me everything that I needed already, you know what I'm saying? And it was like up to me to look into myself and find those things. So in those kind of aspects, I had to understand, like, he gave me everything already, you know what I'm saying? While I was looking for him to talk to him and kind of mad, like, damn, bro, you left me, you know what I'm saying? But I had to be thankful because, like, you gave me everything I needed already. So it's like, all I got to do is look into myself and just find those pieces that you already gave me and instill it and stick to that, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like just like you might lose a father or something. Like somebody might be 25, 27 or 30 and they might lose their dad and they still just want that conversation from their dad.
Yeah.
Like, they already with you. They in you. They inside you. They embedded themselves in you for however long they was with you. 20 years, 25 years, 30 years, whatever. Like, it's embedded in you. They've been there all that time. So
how does your dad being in prison affect you?
How does it affect me? I mean, he's home now, but
I mean, how did it affect you growing up though?
Coming up through life, I mean, I wanted him to be there physically. I mean, you know, we always had conversations, you know, like talk, letters, etc. You know, like, it's crazy. I still remember vividly how every letter started, you know. It would start Master Jaquar Amon Jones, you know, like, I don't know, man, like, I'm trying to word this right, man. It's like,
I can tell too because I seen your dad today. It's crazy. I knew him before we went there today, but I can tell he real proud of you.
Yeah,
like that's how my dad treated me too. Like, I probably ain't tell you this, but my dad did 12 years in the feds for conspiracy. Yeah, and we had probably the same relationship that you and your dad had.
Yeah, but it's like, man, you do stuff and everything just all pan out how it need to pan out. Like, so it's like, even as far as him naming me, it all has purpose. Like, as far as my middle name being Amon, even the spelling, it's spelled A-M-A-N. It's spelled like amen. You feel me? You know, my dad a Muslim though. It's Arabic. It means truth. Like, my daddy didn't go to prison and become a Muslim. He was already a Muslim before he went, you know, but it means truth, trustworthy, like all those things that are qualities of who I already am, you know what I'm saying? Like, so when I named my son, I did like the same thing. Like, I wanted it to be something of value. Like, I named him Legend Amir Jones. And it's like, our middle names are kind of like similar, but I didn't even mean for it to be similar because I didn't want to name him after me. Like, even on the letter to Legend, like, you know what I'm saying? I look at you and see myself, but I ain't give you my name. I want you to hold your own once I give you the game. Like, that's real life. Like, I wanted you to be your own man and be able to walk on your own feet and carry your own self through life. And when I picked the spelling of his name, I spelled Amir A-M-E-R instead of A-M-I-R, because when I was looking at the meanings, you know, you pronounce it the same way, but the spellings A-M-I-R, it meant, you know, it meant leader, ruler, etc. You know, but at the time, you know, we had great leaders that, well, I ain't gonna say great leaders. We had leaders that the world hated, you know. Hitler, Trump, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I wanted all positivity around his name, so I went into A-M-E-R. The A-M-E-R spelling is, the A-M-E-R is long, prosperous life. And I just felt that was all positivity because you can't prosper, you know, as a negative person, you know what I'm saying? Like, you may gain things, but nobody knows what you might be going through behind closed doors, etc., etc. So I just want all positivity around his name. But as far as my daddy though, man, you know, not to get off topic, as far as my daddy, like how did it affect me? I think it made me stronger in a lot of aspects, but a lot of things that he instilled, you know what I'm saying? He instilled a lot of things in my brother, you know. So it was like, in a way, he was still kind of there, like in the physical aspect, you know what I'm saying? Because everything he taught my brother taught me and my other brother, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I felt like, you know what I'm saying, he was always there, but just in the physical aspect, I mean, of course, you know, you always gonna want him around and stuff like that, but I felt like for the most part I was okay, because you never really notice a difference, because shit, your best friend and your homeboy and your cousin say they dad ain't around either, so it's like you don't really see, you know what I'm saying, fathers around to be like, damn, I wish I had my daddy too, you know what I'm saying? So
I say that shit all the time.
Yeah,
too.
you know what I'm saying? But I think if it was a situation where a lot of people would have had their dads, then I probably would have been like, damn, I wish I could have my daddy do this and do that with me, you know what I'm saying? But I never really seen it a lot, you know what I'm saying? But now raising my son, I can see it now, because I'm like, damn, I wish I would have been able to do this with my dad, or, you know what I'm saying, XYZ, or I wish I would have had these pictures or that picture, you know what I'm saying, with my dad as a child, you know what I'm saying? We got childhood pictures, but it's like he was in, you know what I'm saying, he was incarcerated, you know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't have pictures of, you know what I'm saying, him holding me up in the air, playing around with me and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So as a grown up, I'm looking back at those kind of things, but as a child, like, I never really.
Is that what keep you like on the straight and narrow, making sure you and your son life like that?
It's a part, but it's something I always wanted too. You know, just like I told you, I always wanted a family. I always wanted a house. I always wanted, you know what I'm saying? I wanted a wife. I wanted a family. I wanted a house. So
you was never tried it to the street life?
Young man, like elementary school, like I did like bad shit, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think I ever like was really on some, I want to be the biggest drug dealer in the world, or I want to be a killer, or etc. Because I had cousins and family members that was killers, and they was in jail for long time frames and wasn't never coming home. And it was like, my grandmama had 10 kids, 7 boys, 3 girls. It's a lot of babies, a whole lot of babies, you know what I'm saying? And out of all those kids, you know what I'm saying, they either ended up dead or in jail type shit. So it's like, by doing that, you know what I'm saying? So just by me always being a thinker, like, let's do something else, you know what I'm saying?
Figure out a way to make it about that.
Yeah, you know, so like now I never really longed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was always around it, but it was never something that I just felt like. And then just being a leader, I just longed to be different. Everybody was doing that. I didn't want to do that, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think, I don't know, I just always wanted to be different. I never wanted to be like everybody else. But that was my thought process as a child. It wasn't something that I always said, because as you got older, everybody started saying that they wanted to be different. So when people started saying they wanted to be different, I stopped saying I wanted to be different, because I felt like I was being like everybody else when they said they wanted to be different.
Yeah, I had to make sure I asked you about that not smoking thing, because that shit caught me off guard. Because I'm normally in scenes where everybody's smoking and they looking at me like, man, why the hell this nigga Slim don't smoke? But you wasn't smoking either. I was like, damn, why this nigga don't smoke? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you recording again?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I ain't know. But yeah, man, like I don't know, man. I like to think. I like to think, like anything that can challenge my mind and make me think. Like, that's what I like to do.
So how you feel about psychedelics then? Like shrooms and acid, drugs like that.
Damn, man, that's crazy. I had tweeted about that shit. I was saying that I was saying, what if when people be on shrooms and shit like that, they really not hallucinating, they just in a different dimension. And, you know, your soul take different forms in different dimensions.
You ever did it before?
Nah.
You should do it.
Man, I ain't fucking with that shit. I ain't fucking with that shit.
You should do it with me.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with that shit.
Nah, you should, bro.
I be riding that
I'm the perfect person.
Hey,
dog.
I be riding that bitch running like smoking on Friday.
I
man.
promise you it's not like that. I promise you.
I mean, but now some people told me like it's based on your energy when you go into that. If you go into it with bad energy, bad things can possibly come from it.
I'm gonna tell you, when I was young, when I was a teenager, first time I tried shrooms, I think I was like 14 or 15, and I had a horrible trip. Yeah. So I ain't do it again until I was like 16. I had a decent trip, but like I just wasn't there mentally yet because I was a kid and I was on some bullshit. But as I got older, I did it again when I was like 18, 19, and I was like, okay, I get it now. Yeah. And now that I'm adult, when I do it as an adult now, it's like it's some shit that take me to the next level. Yeah. Like every time I do it, it make my mind just do 360s.
Matter of fact, I think I was having a conversation with Quay about that shit.
Oh yeah. I got Quay on the shrooms too.
Yeah, I think me and Quay was having a conversation about that shit, and I just was saying that I think people just be in a different dimension, and when you go in different dimensions, things look different. Mm-hmm. As far as like your soul and your spirit, you start seeing things for what they really are. Like even the person beside you, like they might not be as beautiful as they was in this dimension, in another dimension, because you can actually see their soul, and the soul of that person might be ugly, so it just might make you trip out or react in a certain type of way, and it just was a deep thought that I be having. Something like I told, I spend a lot of times with myself.
Quiet, I'm gonna tell you some real shit though. Psychedelics is for deep thinkers. Yeah. So you should do it. Yeah. Like weed does that for you also, but not like acid and shrooms. Yeah. It's like next level. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend acid because acid's some next level shit. Hey, but start with the shrooms.
Hey, look here, y'all. I ain't fucking with that shit. I ain't fucking with that shit. Look, man. Hey, look.
He'll fuck with it. He just don't want to say it on camera because it's illegal.
Hey, I don't know what the hell Slim talking about. I ain't fucking with that shit. Hey, y'all know me. I ain't fucking with that shit.
You'll fuck with it, bro. You'll try it one day.
But no judgment or anything, to people that do. I mean, like, man, even as far as getting older, man, I had an uncle that, you know what I'm saying, like, just that shit, he was real bad on drugs, like. I had alcoholics as uncles, crackheads, like all kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? But
shit, that's most of my family members.
Growing up, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really remember being hella judgmental about it. I just remember the family putting it out like it was bad. You know what I'm saying? But like getting older, I just understand like everybody have their vices. Like, and you got doctors and lawyers, and now like even when you look at movies, you have some of the biggest billionaires that be doing partying and shit, doing whole lines of coke and dope and shit, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's I
think it's one of them situations where like you're not judging that person because now that you're older, you're starting to understand that everyone is going to live their life regardless of what you think anyway. Yeah. So it's either you accept that, or you just stay away from it.
And it's like what you're doing with your life is what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? And if it doesn't affect my life in any kind of way, like, shit really don't even matter. Like, and I take that into aspect when it just come with everything, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, no matter what people doing, like, just let people live their life. And I think social media has made people more involved with shit that have nothing to do with them. You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong, when you post shit on social media, it makes it other people's business because it's social media. You know what I'm saying? Like, you displaying the media and people socializing about it. You know what I'm saying? Just to break it down. But I don't really indulge in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if I see some shit, see it, keep scrolling. You know what I'm saying? I ain't busy. You know what I'm saying? Or, I seen some shit today, you know, like if I do have a conversation, you know, it's about some celebrities or some shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, these folks crazy as hell, you know, but
yeah.
You know, you talk about it and you just keep going, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like just day-to-day people, I really just don't find myself caring about what other people have going on. You know what I'm saying? Like that shit just don't matter to me. I can't see myself.
I ain't gonna lie, you just reminded me of something I want to talk to you about off camera.
All right. I just can't see myself dedicating that much energy to shit that doesn't matter.
You gonna laugh your ass off when I tell you about it too.
Yeah. Like I had now my people, I fuck with my people, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, and I support the city and shit like that, you know, but that's me. But as far as like, you know how people just be investigating shit that don't even have nothing to do with them. You could be
all the rumors and gossips and all that crazy shit.
You could be getting you some money or something. You worrying about what's going on in somebody else's life. Or nigga might post they got a car. They just bought a car. Somebody want to pick their phone up and say,
you know, such and such, you got an actor.
You know, such they got that car. Where they got that car from? How they got that car? Like, that shit don't fucking matter. Like, I can see if you was trying to go there where they got the car from and you were trying to buy it too, but how does it correlate to your life? Like, is it helping you in any kind of way? Like, that shit don't matter. Like,
I'm gonna be honest. I think most people that's like that, they really be bored. They don't be having shit going on.
Find something to do. That's why I said people be endorsing these damn phones all fucking day. Like, find you your passion. Find out who you are and do that. That's why everybody is the same now. Because nobody's spending time with their self and just focus on what the hell they want to be, what they want to, like, even just knowing who they are. Everybody's just looking at what's trending on Facebook and that's who they is. They fit in that image.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this nigga got VVs, so I want to go get some damn VVs. VVS's or whatever the hell that shit is, or goddamn, you know, I don't know, man. Like, just have your own identity. Everybody want to be Lil Baby. When they rap now, these niggas sound just like Lil Baby.
Don't that shit get on your nerves though?
That's what I'm saying. Like, who are you, bro? Like, just be you. You know what I'm saying?
I also hate like the image of the rapper nowadays. Like, everybody feels like they have to fit this mold and this image. And,
that's what
bro, I know somebody, dog. He feel like he just gotta be a street nigga with all this jury, and like you can sit around this nigga 2 seconds and that is not him.
Yeah,
but he just feel like he gotta fit that mold to rap. But it's white
followers.
Rappers that ain't nothing
that's
like
what
that.
I'm saying. You got followers and you got leaders. The leaders are gonna be them. That's your J. Cole's and that's your, you know what I'm saying?
Your Kendrick.
Yeah, like those are your people that are gonna stand out and be outside of the box. Leaders realize it's not even a box. Followers are stuck in a box.
Yeah.
Leaders realize it's no box to even be in. Don't box yourself into anything. Like, just be you. And like, I don't know, man. It's just, I don't know. I just
thought about it. I ain't never seen Cole and Kendrick with no chain. Cole
man,
had one when he first started.
It just be a lot of shit, man. And I had tweeted the other day. I was like, man, damn, man. T.I. never really don't even give a fuck no more. I just seen a video. Though, and I was like, damn, these niggas don't need to go get haircuts no more, man. They don't give a fuck about none of that shit. These niggas got their shit right.
Is it because of the pandemic or is it just because niggas chilling though?
But shit, before the pandemic, Jay-Z was growing this shit out. He just said fuck it and just went. You know what I'm saying? But that's how comfortable people have to be with life.
I got a feeling Hov gonna start getting wigs too.
Ain't no, I mean, his shit already twisting up, look like, but that's how comfortable you gotta be.
I think he gonna twist them together and get wigs though.
Yeah, ain't no telling, but that's how comfortable you gotta be with life. Stop giving a fuck.
I'm trying to get there too.
Do you, be you, do what the hell makes you you.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers out here doing shit because they think that's what the world want them to be. Like, be who you are.
Kind of like everybody want to wear goddamn skinny jeans and booty mains and shit.
Man, listen, bro. I was rejecting the damn skinny jeans. I wasn't buying.
You don't wear
shit.
skinny jeans. You wear fitted.
Yeah,
fitted jeans.
like, you know, but I own a couple. I'm just a skinny nigga anyway. So the bitches fitted, they gonna look like skinny jeans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But man, you ass branded. I wasn't buying that shit. I was like, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I hate to feel like I'm following a trend. Like, I don't the hell with that shit. But all the nice looking pants, if you ain't wearing no Levi's, you really ain't finna get, you know what I'm saying, too much of no fitted jeans. Like, this all they was, you know what I'm saying, this all they was making. So it was like society kind of made me conform to that. You know what I'm saying?
Fashion does that every
you know what I'm saying? But
generation.
I was rejecting that shit. You ask niggas around, man, I was like, fuck this shit. I just ain't buying no goddamn clothes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I don't know, man. Like, just do you, man. Like, be you. Like, people just be too caught up into what the hell other people think. Like, I'm preach because I'm preach. Like, if you niggas know me through 1st, 2nd, 3rd grade, high school, middle school, this is always who I was. Like, I've never changed from that. Like, niggas was calling me Brother Jones and Bishop and shit like that way back in the day. Like, them niggas probably listening at this shit right now laughing like, he ain't lying, that's for real. But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? That's another reason why niggas switched it over to preach, because that's just something I always did. Like, I always try to give you that, like, speak life into you and just give you some shit that you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, sit with, vibe on, stand on. But people just gotta be them, man. Like, more than anything. Like, when you look at people, matter of fact, man, me and him was talking about the shit. I was telling him, I was like, man, look, man, people who gonna have a hard time finding their soulmate, or really just gonna step outside and just pick a motherfucker. They all the same person. You just pick one. You want a girl, you go out there and just pick one. They all gonna be the same. They all want fake asses, fake titties, long nails, long ass. It's the same shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, all, you know what I'm saying? No bash to the women, no disrespect to the women. It's the same thing with the niggas. All these niggas want to be
a box Chevy, a chain.
All these niggas want to be this kind of nigga. Like, why? I don't know. Like, damn, man, just do something different. Like, you know what I'm saying? Being, like Booster said a long time ago, being different, that's what make the girl sweat you.
Yeah.
Like, you just, like, I don't know, man. Like, you got to do something that makes you stand out. If it's a big ass, if it's 5 people with red shirts on, the person with the yellow shirt gonna get noticed first. You feel me? Like, you got to blend in, but you got to stand out. It's okay to blend in, you know what I'm saying? At times, like Will Smith
at Bel Air Academy with the goddamn blazer foot.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Not don't be no fool now, goddamn, just loud and just doing the most, you feel me? But, like, do you, my nigga? Like, don't just do shit that you don't even agree with just because everybody else doing it.
Yeah.
Like, even with the voting shit, motherfuckers just go vote for a motherfucker. They don't even know if they really like the person. They just voting for him because everybody else voting for him.
We ain't even got a hit on the politics.
I ain't gonna get into politics, man, because politics and
we'll
religion.
We'll be here all night.
Politics and religion,
you know, that's
man.
my bag right there. Religion and politics, that's my bag right there.
Man. Like, yeah, man, but, like, do what feel right in your soul. People be out here doing shit that don't even feel right.
Mm-hmm.
They just doing it because, like, everybody else doing that shit. If everybody start smoking coke today, niggas will start doing damn coke. And that's how, and I'm gonna keep that shit all the way real. I'm gonna keep that shit all the way tall with y'all. If niggas start smoking coke today, the whole goddamn world start smoking coke.
You right though.
You think I'm lying? Future start talking about mileage. Everybody start doing damn mileage. What's in that shit? Tell me what's in it.
MDMH.
Come on, man. All it takes is a rapper to start talking about that shit. Nigga, lean ain't nothing but liquid heroin.
That's it.
That's all it is. Liquid fucking heroin. And y'all taking that shit. Why? Because a rapper talked about it. Y'all niggas is followers, bro. Just keep that shit G. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna keep that shit all the way tall with you. I ain't gonna lie. And that's what y'all need. Y'all need somebody who gonna be honest with y'all and just tell y'all the truth, bro. Y'all niggas not being y'all self. Be true to you. A lot of times y'all, like, and man, another thing, I wanted to get away from my struggle. That's another reason. Like, I got like 4 mixtapes of music I can just drop. But I don't want to. But I don't want to put out that music because, like, I have my music that I make for me that just be therapeutic. You know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, goddamn, like, shit, niggas will tell y'all, like, man, call, hit the studio, get that work in, drop that shit, and don't be playing. Like, a nigga be back to business, but it's like, I don't be
I ain't trying to cut you off, but I gotta piss like a motherfucker.
Man, goddamn, man. Pop that shit, man. Always pee on, man. Yeah, man, people just need to be themselves, man. Like, find an identity. Like, and that's why I really put out Vibes on. really on this whole tape, like I'ma have music, you know what I'm saying, of that stature because like that's what the audience want to hear. But like I still want to come different. Like that vibe's on a Drake type beat. You feel me? Like you know, niggas rap. You know what I'm saying? I bought the beat and shit. You know what I'm saying? But like niggas who rap, they know. You know what I'm saying? YouTube like a goddamn
type beat.
Yeah, like YouTube shit. YouTube had your ass goddamn booming. They had the best beats, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas who really make music, they know like all the rappers that's in the industry be using YouTube beats, you know, but that vibes on a Drake type beat, you feel me? Like so I just really want to challenge myself to start making music. Like Daryl used to always tell me like nigga make music, nigga, like you know what I'm saying? Like it's alright to do that shit. I just always used to feel like that pain music like kind of like hell strong to people's hearts, you feel me? But like I'm just talking about the fucking having big money, ice, designer, drip, all that shit. Like, and we got this bitch fucked up, man. Keep it G, man. Niggas don't want to hear about all that shit. Niggas ain't got it, you feel me? And I niggas out there that do got it, you feel me? And niggas don't necessarily want to hear about being fucked up and make shit that's relatable to the niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like talk about what's going on, talk about what's really, you know what I'm saying, what's really going on, you feel me? Like, and there's just so much music you can make that ain't and it ain't got to be all cap, you feel me? Vibes On is a perfect example. We just talking about having a good time. A girl want to find a real nigga. We just finna go out tonight and just have a good time. You feel me? Like, you can still make good songs and good music without, you know what I'm saying? Like, making it sad as hell. Making yourself out to be a victim. You know what I'm saying? Cause that.
How'd
like,
you come up with the concept for that video? You came up with the treatment for that?
I had a vision. He ain't had a vision. We got together, linked up. I gave him what was on my mind. He gave me what was on his mind. And we kind of meshed it together to try to, you know what I'm saying, make it work, make it pop. It still was, you know what I'm saying. Shout out to him though, cause he did definitely hit up Marcus, from Is This Mic On, ENT, the comedian.
Yeah.
He definitely hit him up and had him come out, you know what I'm saying, and catch that end scene for me, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, that was dope too.
He definitely, you know what I'm saying, had an impact on the video for sure. So I would definitely want to give him some type of credit for that, you know. Shout out to him for that, you know. But I just wanted to come different, man. I told Quay the other day, you know, like, you inspired me, you know what I'm saying, like, to just go harder with the videos, you know what I'm saying, because I really just been on some shit like, man, we finna go here, this background hard, fuck it, shoot that shit, I'm gonna do, you know what I'm saying, and we gonna vibe back, you know what I'm saying. But in the back of my mind when I was doing videos like that, I always felt like I could do more, you feel me, but I just never got into a creative space with shit. But now I'm like on a creative space, like everything I drop now gotta be big,
a lot of people don't know how creative you are neither.
Yeah, they don't. Some people do know, you know what I'm saying? People that really know me, but people that, you know what I'm saying? But I don't know, man. But
they about to find out though.
I definitely need to show my greatness.
And they about to get to know you because the shit we got coming with this documentary. And this right here, they gonna get to know you good with this 2-hour podcast.
Yeah, man. But you see what I'm doing in the documentary. Like, it's family based.
Mm-hmm.
Taking my son to get a haircut, supporting my fiance, you know what I'm saying, and her dreams and her ambitions, you know what I'm saying. I'm grinding, chasing my dreams and my ambition. I ain't all in the street chasing hoes, you know what I'm saying. Like, bunch of young nigga shit. Like, a nigga ain't on that, you feel me? Like, that ain't the type time a nigga on. It's like, the world need to see that too. Like, it's okay to be a man. Yeah. Like, even if you lose in those aspects, it's okay to take that loss. You feel me? Like, it's all about being a man. What people do to you doesn't make you a man. It's how you react to it. You know what I'm saying? It's how you play your hand and play your cards and react to situations when you're in the worst. You know what I'm saying? The character of a man doesn't show when he's up. It show when he's down to nothing. You know what I'm saying? Who are you? Like, can you stay true to these same morals and principles that you had when everything was going great? You feel me? Like, as far as music, man, like, I always looked up to cats of those kind of calibers. Pimp C, Boosie. Like, people that, you know what I'm saying, meant something, stood for something. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Crunchy Black, like, niggas don't know, like, Crunchy Black stand up nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
But just different, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wasn't fascinated by the niggas that had the most money. Because, like I was telling you the other day, the money don't mean shit when it's gone. I mean, when you gone. Like, but what you, the knowledge and the impact, like Nipsey. He touched a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? Changed a lot of people. A lot of people didn't get on him until he passed, but his impact was stretched for years on. You feel me? Like, way after he gone, like, people are still gonna be able to receive and pick up knowledge from him. You feel me? And like, that's the impact I want to have. Like, and that's why I really be want to do videos and have audio and shit like that out for people to be able to pick up on those different aspects. Like, damn, Quad was saying this in 2021, or Quad said this in 2016. Like I ain't taking nothing from Nip, but I was talking about Dr. Saban. My brother put me on him back in 2013, 2012, some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, even before being vegan and vegetarian and pescatarian, all that shit was a trend. Like, me and my brothers was already on that. You feel me? Like, you know, just a lot of those different aspects, man.
What's your diet like now, though?
Now?
Yeah.
I eat seafood. Fruits and veggies. I really don't eat a lot, man. Brandy be pissed off with me. Sometimes I go like,
I know when I asked you that around her, she was like, "Oh, he only eat once a day."
Yeah, some shit. Sometimes I might not eat at all. You know what I'm saying? Not even necessarily that I can't eat. I just, like, the world got messed up when we started eating for pleasure instead of to sustain life.
I battle with it. I ain't gonna sit here and lie.
But it's not enough. Like, when you just use regular knowledge, there's more people on the world than cows. If people eating 5, 6, 7, 8 burgers a day, you know what I'm saying? You do the math on it. That ain't all goddamn cows and shit you eating. You just do the math.
But you know, we mass producing animals nowadays, though.
But shit,
we got them motherfuckers coming out them factories getting birthed hundreds at a time.
Yeah, but even when you producing them hundreds at a time, think about how many people getting born a day.
Yeah.
Like, you just do the math on it. It ain't enough. It ain't enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit ain't real. Like, you know what I'm saying? They even fucking up the fruit, man. The fruit be genetically modified and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's all about you just never stop seeking information. Always gain information. Health is wealth, and like, that's important. Like, I think paying attention to your health at a young age will help, you know what I'm saying, obtain life. Yeah, being able to reach older ages and stuff like that, man. Like, I pray that we never have to go through a famine or nothing like that, where food is scarce, because a lot of people won't be able to survive if, like, it's like people be saying they want to go to war and stand up and shit like that, but we're not mentally ready to go up against, you know what I'm saying, whatever the powers that be. If they want to shut off the food supply, they'll simply beat us, because we're not hip to growing our own foods or producing our own foods. So after after 3 or 4 days, we'll already be, all right, y'all got it, white flag. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or just being able to have the militant mind to be able to survive. You know what I'm saying? We care too much about worldly things, shoes and shit that don't even matter. You know what I'm saying? You might have to run through a mud puddle. You know what I'm saying? Like pray like some shit like the Holocaust was to never happen because we wouldn't be able to survive. Motherfuckers would be going live the whole time if they were searching for our families or something. Like they'd easily be able to come.
I would
find
hope not,
us.
but you're right.
But that's the mental capacity of people in these days. They have to go on the internet for everything. They'll sacrifice their whole life just to get 1 million views. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Like, yeah. But yeah. As far as my diet though, man, I just seafood, fruits, veggies. Like, yeah. I don't give my son no meat, man. Shit, he really don't even be liking no meat, really. Like,
what do you eat?
Shit, same thing. We eat fruits, veggies, seafood, but he don't really like. You might try to get him some salmon. You know how most kids like don't like vegetables and shit. Like, he different, man. He love vegetables, fruits and veggies. Like, we'll sit there and eat a whole bag of grapes or bananas and shit like that. Like, we just be chilling, man. He love to drink. He love him something good to drink. But as far as like salmon and shit like that, like, we love us some salmon. Chop out salmon and shit like that. We'll eat that shit all day. But he'll have his days where he don't really. I just want this rice or this asparagus. Like, veggies and fruits, like, it really ain't no fruits and veggies he don't too fun to care for. He love his black beans and black eyed peas and broccoli and just all that kind of stuff. He a different child, man. Just like how you seen today, like, he just sat in the chair, got his hair cut. He probably got a tape line and probably moved one time, like, telling my daddy just, man, watch out, you know what I'm saying? But, like, no crying, no none of that, you know what I'm saying? Now, he do be different when he be with his mama sometime, but as far as, like, we just be chilling, man, and just, you know, like, yeah. But I always want him, like, I always tell him that, like, sometime I be holding him, you know what I'm saying? Like, I be holding him while he's sleeping. I just be talking to him and telling him, like, Daddy got your back through whatever. No matter what you go through in life, I'ma always support you. I'ma always be there in your corner. Me and your mama, like, you know what I'm saying? I always let him know that we a team when it come to him, like, you know what I'm saying? And we just always do what's best for him. Like, in all aspects, all situations, like, and as a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know it's supposed to be on the man to make the decisions, but as a leader, you have to hear out the people, you know what I'm saying? And in this situation, the people is, you know, my fiance and him, and, you know what I'm saying, like, what matters to them. Like, I never want to be on some fuck with how y'all feel. This what I say and this what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? It needs to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Now, I will be strong on my morals and my principles and what matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't going for no strange shit. You feel me? But if, you know what I'm saying, nothing's wrong with compromise. You know what I'm saying? You don't want your house to be a dictatorship. You know what I'm saying? Like, what people feel like they have.
Make
no
it a
say
loving
so.
home.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always tell her, like, man, we gonna have peace in here, you know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be no chaos, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like, let's just vibe, you know what I'm saying? Like, even when shit be wrong, man, I look at it, man, like, we ain't leaving the house like that. Like, it be crazy. Like, I just be like, we gonna fix, you know what I'm saying, whatever we going through. Like, we ain't gonna leave the house with this bad energy, or we ain't coming into the house with this bad energy, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we gonna fix whatever it is we going through. We gonna communicate. I'm gonna hear you. You gonna hear me. Like, as a man, you know what I'm saying, for people out there listening, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you have to set boundaries. One boundary is that we don't yell at each other. Like, we gonna talk to each other. We gonna treat each other with respect.
Figure stuff out.
Yeah, like, I think you don't realize, like, when you yell, sometimes you can you can escalate a situation that doesn't need to be escalated. And sometimes that's why it's not good to communicate through text, because you can misinterpret a text message like a person is giving.
I say that all the time, like, too. You don't get to understand none of the facial features, the body language, the tone of voice, none of that through no text.
Yeah, you might take it like a person is yelling in a text message, but they're not really yelling, and it can escalate a conversation. So sometimes when y'all face to face, like, y'all really just want to communicate the right way, and just communication is just important, but it's how you communicate. I don't disrespect her, like, even when she's done some of the shit that's probably pissed me off to the worst element. Like, I ain't never called out a name, like, bitch this, bitch.
And your son gonna see that, and he gonna respect that a lot.
It's just certain aspects that as a man you have to be in control, and a lot of men aren't true to themselves to be in control of their emotions. Like, it takes a certain level of discipline and knowing who you are to, like, really be in control of your emotions. Like, a lot of people can't control their emotions. Like,
just start going off of impulse.
Yeah, and reacting off impulse can sometimes cause stuff that you ain't really mean. Like, just being honest, it's kind of like acting like a female.
You right though. You right though. That's exactly what it is.
That's what females do. They react off impulse, and as a man, you're supposed to control.
Somebody has to have control.
You have to have the control, because that's what they do. So if both of y'all reacting off impulse, it's gonna lead to domestic violence, bust windows, dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to be the person to maintain and control that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm big on that though. Like, we're not doing it. Like, calm down. Let's talk. You know what I'm saying? Let's figure this out. This what went wrong. This where it went wrong. This how I felt. This how you felt. We come from different worlds. You know what I'm saying? My perspective was this. This was your perspective. I can respect your perspective. I apologize. I didn't look at it in that way. And then as a man, you got to be able to apologize. You feel me? Like, a lot of men don't want to apologize. They don't want to be wrong. Like, it's okay to just, you know what I'm saying? Like, a relationship is a constant learning process. Y'all never stop learning each other, whether it's 5, 6 years in, 10 years in, 20 years in. Like, it's things change. Who a person is at 20 isn't who they is at 30. Y'all have to grow together.
To change,
you know what
too.
I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And y'all should be meshing together to grow together. You know what I'm saying? Y'all shouldn't go this way. Y'all should go like this. But it's going to take that constant communication and that willpower and that effort to make it work. A lot of people don't have that effort because they didn't have the passion from the beginning to make it work. They seen what somebody else was doing and was like, oh, I want that. And they didn't understand the effort and everything else that took to make it possible. You know what I'm saying? So, but.
Well, I can't wait till these people see the documentary that we got coming, and this project, Unfinished Business. That's gonna be the title of it.
That's what I'm running with right now, man. Like, sometimes I think I got ADD or something like that, because I be
like
all
you
over.
told JD.
Man, JD had to be tripping sometimes.
I told Quay them last night I was with them niggas. I told them you told him that they was fucking rolling.
Yeah, but people know that that's quad. Like, I'm gonna tell you like what's on my mind. I'm not really gonna mean any harm about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna say what's on my mind.
I knew it wasn't no harm when you said it.
But JD know he good people though, man. I fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? But
I'm gonna have JD on the podcast next week too. So those of you that's listening now, get prepared for JD being on the podcast next week. But I appreciate you getting on the pod, bro.
Yeah, man.
This was a great one. I'm not kicking you off.
He's sick of me, man. He done cut me short, y'all.
No. I didn't cut you short.
Yeah,
We've been on this jet for 2 hours.
Man done called him and shit.
You see that shit?
Yeah, man. He don't want to talk no more, man.
Nah, I gotta see what the hell Maine talking about. You know what Maine called me some good shit on the phone.
Yeah,
I gotta see what's going on. But y'all make sure y'all check out the documentary. We're gonna go a little bit deeper than this podcast.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
But yeah, man, another episode of Sit Down with Slim. We out.